Emna, have you ever felt like you've already grown up, but your wallet still refuses to grow along with you?
As for me, not only does my wallet not grow, it even tends to lose weight every weekend, especially after going to the supermarket with the mindset, I deserve a treat.
Exactly. When I walk into the supermarket, I tell myself, today I'm only buying the truly necessary things. But by the time I reach the checkout, I'm carrying three kinds of snacks, two bottles of detox juice, and one scented candle that smells like success.
What do you mean by a scented candle that smells like success?
Well, I figure if the room smells like success, maybe my career will stop smelling quite so much like failure.
Ha ha, I'm different. I buy notebooks to record a more scientific life plan, but every time I open one, I only manage to write the first line. Tomorrow, I'll start being serious.
That sounds so familiar. I have an entire collection of tomorrow notebooks. Each one is a version of me full of determination. But the real version is still lying in bed, watching cooking videos at 11 p.m.
Watching cooking videos at 11 p.m. is a form of mental self-torture. After you finish, you're both hungry and promising yourself you'll eat healthy starting Monday.
Then Monday comes, and I eat salad. Tuesday, I add a bit of meat. Wednesday, I think, life is short. Thursday, I order a large boba tea.
The pinnacle of adulthood is knowing you're wrong but still repeating it anyway.
Exactly. Growing up isn't about never making mistakes. Growing up is making mistakes and still having a plan.
You make it sound so dangerous, but actually, I think adults are just kids who know how to pay their own bills.
And who know how to hide their panic when the account balance only has 3 digits left.
Don't remind me, I just survived 3 digits last week. It felt like playing a survival game, trying to make it until payday.
Sometimes I open the banking app just to look back at the glorious days.
Looking but not daring to touch.
Exactly. Touch it and reality hits you immediately.
But I like that we can still sit here, drinking weekend coffee, and laugh about our financial tragedies.
Because if we don't laugh, we'll cry. And if we cry, the mascara runs and we'll have to buy more.
See? Life always finds a way to make us spend money.
But I think maybe growing up isn't about having more money, it's about knowing how to laugh when there's less.
And knowing that even if the wallet is thin, the stories are thick.
Yeah, I agree.
Alex, have you noticed lately that everyone is talking about positive energy?
Of course. Open social media and it's all wake up at 5 a.m. Exercise, meditate, read books, and conquer the world.
While I wake up at 7 a.m. and already feel like I've fought 5 alarms.
I set my alarm for 6, but at 6:05 I start an internal negotiation. Just 5 more minutes, the world won't collapse.
And those 5 minutes turn into 45.
Right. I think I have a real talent for negotiating with myself.
The most pressure for me is when everyone acts like they're living their best version. Looking at them makes my own version feel a bit outdated.
But are you sure that's their real version?
Not really. Maybe they're wearing pajamas under the desk, too.
I once joined an online meeting dress, shirt and blazer on top, duck-patterned sweatpants below.
This era has taught us one thing. As long as the top half looks professional, it's enough.
But honestly, I think being positive doesn't mean being happy all the time. Some days, I'm sad and I allow myself to be sad.
Yeah, same. Some days I just want to sit quietly, drink coffee, and not have to inspire anyone.
Being too positive is exhausting, like having to smile all the time when your face wants a day off.
Haha, face wants a day off sounds so pitiful.
But you know what I've realized? When I stop trying so hard to look positive, I actually feel lighter.
Because I'm not performing anymore.
Exactly. I'm just me. Some days happy, some days lazy, some days I just want sweets and old movies.
Sounds like the ideal weekend plan.
Well, that's exactly what we're doing right now.
I think true positivity is accepting yourself even when you're not perfect.
And knowing how to laugh when you spill coffee on your white shirt.
Don't remind me I've done that before.
Me too. But instead of getting angry, I comfort myself. This is a new abstract pattern.
If that's the case, my life is probably one giant abstract painting,
But at least it's a painting I drew myself.
and I have the right to add colors, even the slightly wrong ones.
Exactly. In the end, what matters isn't how positive other people think you are, it's how light you feel inside.
After talking with you, I really do feel lighter.
Because we're not trying to be heroes, we're just two people drinking weekend coffee, trying to be kind to ourselves.
And if we stumble,
Then we tell each other about it and laugh together.
sounds like a long-term agreement.
Yeah, the laugh through the storms contract.
Let's sign it right here at this weekend cafe.
No ink, needed just another cup.
Agreed. But remember, my wallet is still on a diet.
No problem at least. My soul is gaining weight.
Exactly.
Emna, have you ever felt like you were born to do something truly great?
Of course, especially at 11 p.m., when I'm lying there staring at the ceiling, imagining a brilliant future.
And the next morning?
The next morning, I rush to brush my teeth, forget my dreams, and run off to work like everyone else.
Haha, same here. At night, I'm an entrepreneur, writer, and motivational speaker. During the day, I'm the person searching for files.
Don't even say it. I have a folder called Final Version that contains at least 12 final versions.
Work teaches you one important skill: pretending to stay calm when you have no idea what's going on.
Exactly. When the boss says a really long sentence, I just nod and say, I understand, while inside my head it's, understand what?
Sometimes I get home, open the email again, and read it slowly like I'm cracking a code.
But I think even when it's tiring, I'm still learning a lot.
Like what?
Like how to be patient with myself and accept that I'm not always outstanding.
Yeah. I used to think I had to succeed really fast. But the older I get, the more I realize everyone has their own pace.
And sometimes my pace is a bit slow.
But slow doesn't mean stopping.
Right. Slow just means observing more carefully.
There are days I ask myself, am I doing this for passion or for the electricity bill?
Honestly, mostly for the electricity bill.
And for this weekend's coffee?
But I believe no matter what the original reason was, if I do it with kindness, it still has meaning.
Hearing you say that makes me feel like dreams don't need to be universe-sized, just big enough to make me want to wake up every morning.
And small enough not to scare me.
So what's your dream right now?
To do today's work well, go home not too tired, and still have energy on the weekend to sit here with you.
Sounds simple but so deep.
And yours?
I want to look back one day and know I tried my best. No need to be famous, just no regrets.
Then today we've already done part of it.
Which part?
The part where we sit here, talk honestly, and don't pretend to be strong.
If success has many definitions, this is a beautiful one.
Success is not losing yourself among piles of deadlines.
And still being able to laugh when you print the wrong document.
Or send the wrong email.
Don't remind me I once sent a complaining email to the exact person I was complaining about.
Oh my God.
But then I apologized and realized I'm only human.
And humans have the right to be wrong.
The important thing is daring to fix it.
Alex, don't you think adults often make everything more complicated than it needs to be?
Of course, especially in relationships.
For example?
For example, when someone replies 10 minutes late, I've already scripted a 20-episode drama in my head.
Haha, I've done that too. The person was just in a meeting and I was already thinking, we're not the same anymore.
My brain is really good at writing scripts, but they're always tragedies.
While reality is usually just, sorry, I was busy.
Friendships are the same. Sometimes I'm scared to say how I really feel. Afraid of bothering people.
But the more you hide, the more distant it gets.
Right. I used to stay silent when I was sad, thinking friends would just understand.
But no one can read your mind.
Unless you speak up.
I think adults are often afraid of getting hurt, so they build walls.
But if the wall is too high, The good people can't get in either.
Talking to you makes me feel like friendship is actually very simple.
What do you mean by simple?
It's being able to say, I'm tired today, without a long explanation.
And the other person doesn't judge.
Just sit next to each other, drink coffee, and listen.
What about love?
I think love is like coffee too, sometimes strong, sometimes mild. The important thing is knowing which flavor you like.
Some people like it sweet, some like it bitter.
But don't force yourself to drink something you don't like just because others say it's good.
That line deserves to be printed on a shirt.
Actually, what I've learned is not to make things harder for myself with overthinking.
If something's unclear, ask.
If you're sad, say it.
If you're happy, share it.
And if you get rejected?
Then at least you were brave once.
I like the way you see things not too rosy, but not gloomy either.
Because I believe no matter what happens, I'm still growing.
And every time my heart hurts a little, I understand myself better.
Sounds a bit philosophical, but true.
In the end, what I need isn't a perfect story.
But someone willing to sit with me in a weekend cafe and listen.
Like you right now?
Like you right now.
So no matter how complicated love gets, at least our friendship is very clear.
Clear as in, who's paying today?
Alex.
Just kidding. But if friendship is measured by how many times we treat each other to coffee,
Then I think we're investing for the long term.
investing in sincere conversations.
And in the laughs that ease a whole long week.
In the end, maybe the most important thing isn't who stays forever.
But when they're there, you truly feel like yourself.
And that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough for a beautiful weekend.
Amna, have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, maybe I could edit myself a little?
Of course, especially after scrolling social media for 15 minutes and suddenly feeling like I need a full upgrade from head to toe.
Same here. I see other people with skin smooth as morning dew while mine looks like a weather map.
Don't say that. Every pimple is a chapter in the story of growing up.
This story has quite a few chapters.
But honestly, I used to feel so much pressure seeing everyone looking neat and pretty, while I had days when my hair was as messy as my mood.
I used to think I needed to lose a bit more weight to feel confident, or fit into a certain size to meet the standard.
But whose standard?
The standard of advertisements.
Ha ha. I remember once deciding to eat healthy, bought only vegetables, nuts, almond milk.
Sounds very determined.
But by Tuesday night, I looked at the sweet cake and it looked back at me with complete understanding.
And you gave in?
I don't call it giving in. I call it respecting my emotions.
Sounds reasonable.
Actually, I realized that taking care of myself isn't about forcing myself to become someone else. It's about treating myself kindly.
Meaning?
It means sleeping enough when I'm tired, eating something delicious without guilt, and exercising because I want to be healthy, not because I'm afraid of being judged.
I used to hate my body because it didn't look like someone else's, but then I thought, this body has been with me through every happy and sad day.
It stayed awake with me when I was worried. It trembled when I was excited. It hugged me when I curled up from the cold.
Hearing you say that makes me feel guilty toward myself.
Don't add more self-blame. Starting today is enough.
So if tomorrow I still feel unsatisfied,
Then tomorrow, I'll learn to accept myself a little more.
little by little.
Yeah. Loving yourself isn't one big leap, it's small steps every day.
Like how today I dared to go out without hiding my flaws too carefully.
And still sat here laughing and talking naturally.
Maybe confidence isn't having no flaws.
It's knowing you have them but not letting them control you.
Thanks for reminding me of that.
No problem, we remind each other. It's like an unspoken agreement between two weekend friends.
The love yourself first agreement.
And if someone doesn't like the real version of me?
Then they don't get our coffee discount.
Exactly.
Emna, what do you think happiness looks like?
Before, I thought it had to be something huge, like winning an amazing opportunity or achieving a big milestone.
And now?
Now I see happiness can be something as simple as an unhurried afternoon.
Like today?
Yeah, sitting in a weekend cafe, hearing the spoon clink against the cup, watching sunlight fall outside the window.
No one rushing you, no deadlines, no flood of notifications.
Just you and a friend ready to listen.
Sounds simple, but so warm.
I used to chase faraway things, thinking happiness was somewhere else.
Then you realized?
That it's often right here in the little things.
Like laughing at a silly joke.
Like daring to speak my fears without being afraid of being laughed at.
There was a time I thought I had to achieve happiness.
But actually, I just needed to notice it.
There are ordinary days with nothing special at all.
But those are the days that keep me grounded.
Do you think we often undervalue ordinary things?
Yes, because they're not loud enough to grab attention.
But they're quiet enough to heal.
Exactly.
I think when I look back later, I won't remember every deadline.
But I'll remember afternoons like this one.
Remember the lightness of being myself.
Remember the sound of laughter echoing in the cafe.
And remember that I was once young, once worried, once dreamy, but also once very sincere.
Alex,
Yeah?
thank you for turning those heavy topics into something we can laugh about.
Thank you for turning worries into stories.
If life gets noisier later,
Then we'll still meet at this weekend cafe.
still at the same spot,
Still ordering the usual.
and still asking each other, how have you been lately?
No matter what the answer is.
Then we'll say it honestly.
And find a way to laugh a little more together.
I think that's happiness.
Not too big,
Not too dazzling.
but warm enough that I want to hold on to it.
So today I've already had a happy day.
Yeah,
And no need to post it anywhere.
just remember it in your heart.
And every now and then recall, I once had afternoons like that.
That's enough for a busy life.
That's enough for the two of us.
Come on, let's raise our weekend coffee cups.
To dreams that are just the right size.
To our imperfect versions.
And to us who are still learning to love life in our own very special way.
In a humorous way,
And a sincere way.
and an extremely human way.
See you next weekend?
Definitely. This cafe will still be here.
And so will we.